Okay, welcome to iManifest Weekly. I'm your host, Steve Z. Most of you know me as Big Steve. Okay, we've got a big one today. And right off the bat, a couple of truth facts for you. First, I've recorded this episode 2 times. This is my third shot at it. I deleted the first 2, and I started from scratch each time. And it wasn't that the first 2 weren't good enough, and or that they were too long, or even that I felt like I was speaking with 300 teeth in my mouth. It felt like, it wasn't right. The problem was that my heart wasn't in the first 2 takes of this. Even then, they were an hour long each, okay? But the approach just didn't seem genuine, right? And my mindset was not, it felt like even though what I was saying was great, I still felt like an imposter and full of shit. Okay, not cool. So as I rewrote things again and again, refining, I made a commitment to myself, okay, and to you in the same breath that if it's shit, I won't release it, period. Okay, the fact that you're here, listening, looking for answers, seeking advice, you're looking for assistance in self-improvement and trying to pick up valid information, that's and the tools necessary, toward your personal development. My job is to make sure that I bring my A game every time, to make sure I don't steer you wrong in any way whatsoever, that I believe everything that I say and with everything that I have, and that I'm bringing you my best, okay? Again, my A game is fundamental in this. So, ironically enough, this episode is called Mindset, okay? It's the most important episode that I can release. In fact, there will probably be multiple follow-ups to this, and it's a prominent feature for you on iManifest.money, okay? We've got a full course on mindset, and although I'm going to quote and refer to, some specific information and stories from over 100 years ago, I want you to understand that it's still relevant, okay? But I'm going to do my best to put a modern spin on things, okay? That was the other issue, with the previous versions. They just seemed old, okay? So we've got that old school vibe with that new school twist, bam, okay? So it's like I said, it's very important here that we get this out. So let's dive in with an introduction here and a couple of ancient stories, and then let's bring things to the 21st century, okay? So, mindset. Our mindset is the most crucial factor in determining our success in all aspects of life. It's the lens through which we see the world. It shapes our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Our mindset either propels us towards success or holds us back from achieving our goals. Okay, whether it's in our personal relationships, careers, chasing that bag, our health, or any other area of life, our mindset plays the most significant and dominant role in determining the outcome, okay? If we have a positive, what they call a growth-oriented mindset, we're more likely to see opportunities, take risks, and persist in the face of obstacles and adversity. On the other hand, if we have a negative, limiting mindset, we will definitely struggle to see possibilities, we'll give up easily and avoid taking risks. And of course, if you're too aloof about things, well, then you're just asking for a slap. Like I said in previous episodes, when I wasn't serious enough about this, it was like the universe was hitting me with a brick, okay? So we need to create a foundation for success. It helps us build resilience and overcome challenges and achieve our goals and, of course, face our fears. In this episode, we're going to explore the principles and the practices of a powerful mindset and how to apply them into your life, okay? So let's start with our first very old story, okay? A young man named R.U. Darby, and I'm talking this over, 1800 stuff, started digging for gold in Colorado with his uncle, okay? He found some promising results in their mine, and they convinced, they needed more equipment. They needed real good equipment. And so they convinced family and friends to invest and help out. And sure enough, they hit a vein of gold. Okay. Unfortunately, not long thereafter, they lost the vein. And Darby gave up and, couldn't pay the bills, couldn't keep up with everything, and ended up selling the mine and the equipment to a junkman. Now, the junkman, very, very smart guy, had a lot more determination and sought the help of a mining engineer and geologist who told him, based on tectonic plate shifting, that the vein had shifted. And if he just kept digging, between, 3 and 5 feet, you're gonna hit the vein again. Okay, and sure enough, he did just that. He followed the advice and found the vein of gold, and that turned out to be one of the richest ever discovered. Poor R.U. Darby, right? Now let's skip ahead some years later. Edwin Barnes, a man named Edwin Barnes, okay, he decided that he wanted to become a partner with Thomas Edison. That's right, another very old story. And look, Barnes had no connection, had no cash, nothing, zero cake in his pocket, couldn't even afford the train ride to go to New Jersey. And so what he did is he took what's called a blind ride. So he jumped on a freight train and, on a wing and a prayer, baby, and headed straight for New Jersey. And he met Thomas Edison. He got in the door, he got in front of Thomas Edison. He was like, listen, like, yo, homie, 1800 style, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to work with you. I'm going to become your partner. Today is one of the best days of your life because you're going to be so happy that today is the day that you met me. And Edison was just like, oh, wow, okay. What have you got to offer me? What have you invented? It's like, nothing. Okay, so what ideas do you have for an invention? Nothing. So what do you do? Nothing. You know what I mean? He goes, but I'm so determined and I have a vision that, there's something's here. You've got to take me on. No matter what, you've got to take me on. So sure enough, Edison was like, okay, start sweeping. No problem at all. So here's a broom. You're in the door. Because he said he knew better than to challenge a man with that much conviction in his heart. It was like, okay, all right, you're in the door. Let's show me what you got. You know what I mean? So listen, this is a situation where, someone who has such a hardcore goal in their mind, a vision, doesn't care where he starts as long as he starts. As I always say, it doesn't matter where you start, just start right now. Start where you are right now, okay? Now, finally, Barnes, he's, like I said, smart fella, he paid attention. And he did get his chance, and he pitched an idea. It was a marketing idea to Edison, who was so impressed by the persistence and the marketing idea, of course, that he offered him the partnership. And he took over marketing for all of Edison for all of the United States, which is pretty cool. And that was the Ediphone. If you've ever seen the old signs, it will say Ediphone, built by Edison, installed by Barnes. And that was his job, was to get these, get whatever product or inventions into places. And that's exactly what he did. So unfortunately, not everyone is as persistent as Barnes. And many people give up just inches away from success, okay? Like Darby. Like many people, he hit a problem he couldn't solve and he gave up, selling his stake in the mine to the junkman. And the junkman, realizing he needed help, brought in a mining engineer who found the vein just 3 feet from where Darby had stopped digging. And the lesson from the stories is clear, okay? Persistence and a willingness to seek advice are crucial in achieving success, okay? Edison and Barnes succeeded because they were persistent and focused on their goals, whereas Darby failed because he gave up too soon and didn't seek help when he needed it, okay? By learning from their examples, we can plant the seeds of a mindset of perseverance and determination that will help us achieve our own goals, okay? Darby's story, though, however, fortunately, did not stop there. He learned a hard, painful, but very valuable lesson from his experience. And he went on to vow that he would never, ever, ever give up again like that in any situation. And, the guy became one of the best insurance salesmen, in the whole country at the time. And ended up, look, again, we're talking about, early 1900s here. Late 1800s, early 1900s, and the guy, made millions. That's how big. Okay, so you have to understand that, like I said, your sure path to failure would be to give up too soon in anything, obviously. But he also realized that seeking advice and assistance from other people who are more experienced or knowledgeable can be the key to overcoming these obstacles and achieving these, your success. So it's a powerful story about how a growth mindset can help us overcome setbacks and achieve our goals. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, and by persisting in the face of obstacles, then we can achieve the success, okay? I had a bodybuilder friend who was set to competing, and I asked him, point blank, do you want to win? And he said he was just happy to compete. I was like, okay. So I asked him again, I was like, no, seriously. Do you want to win? And he came back with, well, I'll be happy if I place, And I parried and I said, you know what? You don't even need to compete. And competing's not that important for you, bro. And he was like, what do you mean? Why? I said, well, anything less than the sheer will and determination to win it all shows it's not important enough for you. Okay, you're putting all this work and time and money. You're going to a nutritionist. You've got a nutritionist. You got a strength and conditioning coach. You got a posing coach. You're investing your time and sticking to the grueling training and diet. And you're going through all that, and you're just happy to be there. To maybe place would be good. It's like writing a letter to the universe and saying, "Listen, I really want this, but I'm not really willing to do that much to get it. So it's just not important enough, okay?" I said, well, if that's the case, then don't compete at all. Just do it for yourself. Stay home, okay? Save your money and stay home. How can you put yourself through all of that and just, I'm just happy to be here? You know what I mean? And I said, look, can you look at yourself in the mirror and say that to yourself? Look yourself in the eye in the mirror for 10 whole seconds, and I mean dead straight, lock on, eye to eye, look at yourself. He couldn't do it. He looked away after, I think, 6 or 7 seconds, maybe, okay? And then I said, listen, is your body physically good enough to win? Do you have the proportion? Do you have the symmetry? Do you have the muscle mass? Do you have the 6%, 7% body fat, whatever? You're at competition level. Do you look good enough? You know what I mean? Are you in the right condition to win? And he was like, well, yeah. Obviously, if I'm good enough to compete, I am good enough to win. So, well, then obviously, we need to work and train your mind and your heart and your soul. Okay. I talked to him about Are You Darby, and always being potentially no more than 3 feet away from gold. Okay, and I told him that the failure point, the give up point, the defeat and retreat point, this is where you kind of want to hover around living. Okay, you want to live right next door to there, live next door to fear, live next door to doubt. Okay, you've got some shitty neighbors. All right, live next door to failure. Okay, they're all on your block. Right, but it's okay to live there because your other next door neighbor, the other side, that's where success lives. And you've got to get to that point and live in that kind of in between. So you got to be neighbors with everybody, okay? And own it and embrace it. And then you can see clearly, because it's right there next door that success is lurking. 3 feet away. It's your gold. Okay, now I've got to say this. Again, this is the most important episode of iManifest Weekly, okay? And as I go through things, I've got to do my best to stay on script because 30 to 40 minutes is going to hit an hour real fast. That'll turn into 3 hours even faster, okay? My mind doesn't stop, okay? So, look, so what I said to my buddy was, look, we need to train your mind to first comprehend winning and believe in it wholeheartedly, okay? This will transform yours and others' perception of you, okay? You're going to command attention. You're going to appear much more confident, desirable. You're going to take up more space in the eyes of others when you do this. You're going to command presence, okay? Look, Muhammad Ali, great example, wasn't just the GOAT because he was a good boxer. Okay, he beat opponents, haters, naysayers before he ever got in the ring because of his mentality. Okay, one of the best displays of his mentality was in the hallway before making his entrance at Rumble of the Jungle with George Foreman. Okay, and you can hear the crowd. There's Ali Boumaier, Ali Boumaier, and it's just rocking. The walls are shaking, right? Ali Boumaier, and he looks at his team behind him, and he says, "Why y'all looking so damn scared? Like you're going to a funeral. I'm the one fighting." George Foreman. You've been believing all that stuff you've been reading about how hard he hits. George Foreman knocked down Joe Frazier. He destroyed the kid. You might be, and the public is affecting you. The hell with George Foreman. When you get out there, if you're afraid to smile, just act like you're happy. How am I gonna win the fight if I'm thinking like you? Damn George Foreman. Okay? So the point is that his whole team was just, shitting their pants before he went out there to kill this guy. And Ali's like, how am I supposed to, beat the shit out of this dude if you guys are all looking, like someone just died? You know what I mean? So fake it till you make it. Mindset, believe it. And what did Ali do? Man, he went out there, he knocked George Foreman down in 8 rounds, okay? It was amazing. A great display of boxing. But that attitude, you've got to have that champion attitude if you're worth your salt, okay? And listen, I'm gonna go with what my boy said, and it's there's an attack, there's a war on masculinity, okay? And ladies, if you're listening, there's a war on for femininity as well, okay? And I see you, and I feel you, and I want you to know that it's important that when I say, you got to be strong, you've got to fight. I'm not talking about being masculine for you. What I'm saying is you've got to pull out that power within you. All right, and you've got to launch it. And just like Barnes when he met Edison, he was so sure of himself and determined that nothing could stop him in his goals. Now, again, going back to saying, look, there's a war on masculinity and femininity. And what I'm saying is that it's almost like you're gonna get counseled if you say I'm the baddest, I'm the greatest of all time. Nobody can touch me. I'm sick. I'm a killer. I'm the best at what I do. And people are like, oh, you're offensive. You know what I mean? It's like, one, fuck them. Straight up. I don't care. You don't like it? Cancel your membership. Don't listen to my podcast. Beat it. I'm not here to coddle people. I don't give a shit about cancel culture. All right? I'm a man, 100% straight male, love the ladies, okay? And I'm not afraid to call it what it is, period, all right? And that's what's up. I'm masculine. I'm not toxic masculine, like Tom Cruise in Magnolia. Love the cock, respect the cock, rah. No, come on. Life is about respect, okay? And also life is about reality. Let's be real, man, okay? So, back on script, guys. I had my boy read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, okay? Which I have a copy of right here. Now, I won't be able to say it enough times to you that this is like a Bible for you, okay? That is not just a book. It is a roadmap. It is a blueprint. It is a foundation that will help you build, okay? So I had him read Think and Grow Rich, and then from there, I had him read How to Win Friends and Influence People, okay? And Dale Carnegie, and classic self-help book that teaches people how to improve their social skills and build positive relationships, okay? And the brief summary is look, you got to show a genuine interest in others. You got to smile at people, and that goes a long way. Remember people's names. People love to hear their own name, okay? Steve, be a good listener. Find common ground with other people in interests and experiences to connect with. Praise and encourage others. Who does not love to be praised and encouraged, supported? You've got to criticize people tactfully, okay? When you need to offer criticism, do it respectfully and in a constructive way, not just like, you're shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? No, listen, offer clear, and don't say, you know what you need to do? Well, if I needed to, why don't you do it? You know what I mean? You're going to get negative results that way out of people. So, pick and choose your battles, number one. And number two, do so with respect and some love in your heart, okay? And of course, avoid some arguments if you can. Like I said, learn to pick your battles, because that'll, rarely lead to something positive. And of course, admit your mistakes. Don't be a bitch. Admit your mistakes, take accountability and responsibility for your mistakes, and apologize when necessary. Okay? It goes a long way in building trust and respect. So overall, the book teaches us that building positive relationships with others is the keys to success and happiness in life, okay? So from then I went to Norman Vincent Peale's The Power of Positive Thinking, which many of you have probably read as well, which I also have near and dear to my heart, okay? So this book also kick-ass. So, teaches you how to believe in yourself, visualizing success, and developing, a PMA, the positive mental attitude, right? And using affirmations and overcoming your fear, developing a strong faith and spiritual faith, which will provide guidance and strength and support for you. And it doesn't mean, I'm telling you, you need to go and believe in God tomorrow, or any of the gods, old and the new. But, spirituality can come from within as well, okay? Again, focus on the present, okay? Don't forget about gratitude. Be grateful for what you already have so that you can open yourself up to more. Gratitude is the best attitude, okay? Be giving. Don't just be a taker. You need to be a giver. You need to be a giver of your understanding, your support, your heart, your love, your time, your knowledge and appreciation. Give, okay? You watch these videos of people helping others, and I'm kind of torn on them. On the one hand, you hate seeing someone getting recorded, you know what I mean, and end up bawling because they got helped out by a stranger. But it also hits you right in the feels. You know what I mean? You see someone, humbling themselves or getting humbled and lifted up. And, the other issue with those is a lot of that shit is staged, okay? They're fake. Fake as fuck. All right? And that grinds. It really grinds my gears. So, you know what I mean? I like them, but, at the same time, help people. Do what you can. You don't put it on your fucking phone. All right? So, back to the book. See, stay on script, Big Steve. So overall, the book teaches us that by cultivating a positive mindset, visualizing success, and taking inspired action, that we can transform ourselves for the better, okay? Now, and this is how, my friend, this is how we focused on creating, a spatial awareness and commanding presence in every room that he walked into, okay? People could sense his mindset through his demeanor and the way he carried himself. And, they wanted to meet him. They wanted to be near him, and this changed his life. Straight up. And it was subconscious to him until he took another look at himself. I asked him to look in the mirror one more time. And then I asked him point blank, straight up, do you want to win? And he made it through the 10 seconds. Looked at himself straight, dead eye, dead ass, straight in the face. And then he said, yes. It was at that moment that he knew that I was his mindset coach. Okay? And needless to say, he won his competition. All right? Now, this example perfectly illustrates the importance of your mindset taking over and having that sheer will and determination to win. And this mindset is required to achieve success. Anything less, here's my analogy over here. You ready for this? This one's gonna smash you right in the mouth. Anything less than the determination, faith, and belief in yourself to win only shows that whatever you're trying to achieve isn't important enough. This is a subconscious defeatist attitude. You must think extraordinary to be extraordinary, or stay the fuck home. That's it. I'm done and I'm out. Mic drop. Boom. Bang. Look, success requires a deep commitment to our goals and our willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve them. We must be willing to invest the time, effort, resources that are needed to reach our full potential. But without the participation of our minds and hearts, like I said, para casa, you might as well stay home. Okay? It's easy to settle for less, to be content or satisfied with just participating. Everybody gets a participation trophy these days. You've got Jill Biden, and again, I don't want to get into politics, and that's something I will stay clear of, like a motherfucker, but wants to invite the losing teams to the White House. What happened to you only reward the winners, man? Okay? I just want to show up. We lost, but we still got a trophy. Man, you know what? I played sports as a kid. I played hockey, soccer, baseball, football, okay? I got into boxing, all kinds of shit. And let me tell you, when you lost, you didn't get shit. If you did get a participation medal or trophy, it was the ugliest shit you ever got in your life. And believe me, you were so embarrassed, it never went onto any shelf, man. Okay? No shelves. That thing went under your bed real quick. You're like, my life sucked. Okay? And that's what's up. So my point is here, when you set your goals to compete in something, don't just say, I need to train my body or work my skills and I'll be in the winner's circle. You need to outline the mindset as well, okay? I mean, physically, write down mindset, okay? You've got to cultivate a mindset that goes along with everything else, okay? And it takes 7 days to create the habit and 30 days to believe it, okay? You must be consistent. We need to not just be willing to put in the work, but also to seek out the advice and the assistance and to persist in the face of these setbacks and challenges, okay? When we live in the zone next door to failure, defeat, and retreat, we can learn valuable lessons here, okay? We must embrace this, and embrace the challenges and the obstacles that we face and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. You have to factor that in. We can then see clearly what needs to be done to achieve our goals. And becoming a mindset coach to my bodybuilder friend, I helped him tap into this determination to win. And he, achieved success as a result. And the lesson here is that only with the right mindset, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. We just need to be willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And like I said, anything less than the best just isn't good enough. Now, that being said, if he didn't win, there would have been no disappointment because he put in all aspects of the work needed. But he did win, okay? And that's what's important. Now, in the book, Think and Grow Rich, okay, Napoleon Hill outlined the principles of desire, faith, and belief and that he learned from Andrew Carnegie. And, desire, okay, that's the first principle. And that refers to the burning passion that drives us to pursue our goals, okay? Without a strong desire, you're not going to have the motivation or the energy to overcome, any of your obstacles. Faith, second principle, and that refers to the unwavering belief that we'll achieve our goals, even in the face of, like I said, challenges and setbacks. You've got to believe in yourself, believe in the universe or a higher power of your making, and that will support you on your journey. And then belief itself is the third principle, and that refers to the conviction that we will achieve our goals no matter what, okay? So these three principles work together to create your powerful mindset, and that's essential for your success, okay? It's not just about positive thinking or wishing, wishful thinking. It requires action and effort on your part, okay? And if you take inspired action toward your goals and you seek out the opportunities and you persist in the face of fear, doubt, and challenges, then you can apply desire, faith, and belief and create the mindset that will help you overcome, anything that's in front of you. Speaking of overcoming failure. All right, so overcoming failure and failing itself is an essential aspect of achieving success in any area of your life, okay? Failure is not only inevitable, but it's also necessary for growth and learning. Successful people understand and use failure as a stepping stone toward success, okay? Failing provides opportunity. One of the most important mindsets required to overcome failure is resilience, okay? Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges to keep going despite obstacles, okay? Resilient people have what's called, as I've said, and you hear it again and again, a growth mindset, and view the failures as opportunities, okay? It's the, get knocked down 9 times, get up 10, right? But the faster you rise back up, the easier it gets. Okay, and that's the point here. There's, I can give you 1,000 examples of, successful people that have faced, massive failure but persevered. Oprah, okay. Oprah, did you know that she was a television news anchor? Got fired. Okay, look, yeah, billionaire. Boom, look at that. Okay, so obviously one of the most successful media icons in the world. All right, she's a huge manifester. Okay, and she used to do vision boards and her affirmations, vision boards, journaling, everything. She doesn't do the vision boards anymore, she said, but because, look, she's rock star now, beyond rock star now. But she did it all. She did all of the steps that we do, okay? Similarly, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Can you believe that shit? But he didn't that didn't stop him, obviously. Went on to North Carolina and then, to the Bulls and et cetera in his career. The guy's a GOAT. That's the GOAT. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter. Okay, look, she got rejected from every publisher, on the planet before, except for one, that obviously published her first book. But she didn't give up, and that's the point. And look at her today, right? These examples show that failure's not the end of the road. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's the beginning. Okay, successful people embrace failure as a necessary step on the path to success, and they learn from their mistakes, adjust their approach, and keep going. All right. The ability to overcome failure is an essential aspect of achieving success, and the mindset to do so, like I said, involves resilience, a growth mindset, and a willingness to learn and adapt. Okay. You need to factor this in from the outset. When you're factoring whatever your goal and desire is, you've got to put in mindset and calculate that along with everything else. If you need to raise a certain amount of money to start a business, plus you need, websites, this, that, blah, 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 whatever you need, you got to include mindset in there. It's part of your recipe, okay? Now, examples that will help do this for you is one, reflect on your past failures. Take time to look back at your setbacks and failures from the past. And identify what went wrong and what was learned and how to use that knowledge to improve in the future, okay? Set challenging goals for yourself, okay? And that will help you develop resilience and practice positive self-talk. Again, get in Muhammad Ali mode. You're the best. Nothing can touch you. You're the champ, okay? I'm the greatest. I'm the baddest of all time, all right? You have to practice positive self-talk by focusing on your strength, affirming your abilities, and reframing negative thoughts in a more positive light. Always dominate negativity with positivity. If you have 9 negatives, you've got to smash out 10 positives. Always move and counter move, okay? And always outnumber the negatives. You can't live, negativity can't live in a space dominated by positivity, okay? Seek out feedback and advice, also very important, okay? So don't forget and don't be shy to ask for help. Celebrate your small wins, okay? This is also very, very important. It helps keep you, motivated and puts a smile on your face as well, okay? So incorporate those types of exercises into your routine. Focus on what's truly important in life, okay? And doing that, it's essential, right, to achieving a fulfilling life. It's easy to get distracted by many demands and distractions of a modern life, but by focusing on what truly matters, then obviously you can focus on your goals and your priorities and invest your time and energy properly, okay? Again, this will help you stay motivated and persistent. To cultivate that, like I said, identify your most important goals and priorities, and then develop a plan to invest your time and energy in the activities that will help you achieve your goals, okay? How to do that? You want to identify your most important goals, create daily schedules, practice mindfulness, eliminate your distractions, hold yourself accountable, okay? It takes time and effort, but the rewards are obviously well worth it. So don't forget to also set some high standards for yourself, all right? It's very, very important. When you set high standards, you're more likely to invest your time and energy in activities that align with your goals and your priorities. So define your values, set specific measurable goals, track your progress, hold yourself accountable, set up systems and structures that'll help you stay that way, and learn from your failures, okay? Again, failure is an inevitable part of the journey towards success, but you've got to identify and track it, and then, of course, figure out ways to make solutions and solve your issues, and of course smash through that. And again, celebrate your successes, okay? No matter how small, just do it, all right? Here's a hero cookie. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, just at least acknowledge you've done something good and take a beat, take a moment, be like, I did that shit. I'm proud of myself. Right on. Okay, so affirmations and visualizations. Let's jump in here now. These are powerful tools for reprogramming the subconscious mind and attracting success into our lives. And here's how they work. Affirmations are positive statements that help us focus on our thoughts and beliefs, on our desired outcomes. And by repeating affirmations regularly, we can reprogram our subconscious and create new, positive thought pattern, and that will support our goals, okay? For example, if your goal is to achieve financial abundance, you might repeat affirmations like, I am financially abundant. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Or, I am worthy of financial prosperity. And by focusing your thoughts and beliefs on these positive statements, you can begin to attract more abundance and prosperity into your life, okay? Visualization. This involves creating a mental image of your desired outcome. And by, visualizing your goals in detail, vivid detail, down to, the rims, on your desired car, what type of leather's inside, smell it, taste it, feel it in your mind, and that will help train your subconscious. For example, though, like let's say your goal is to run a marathon, you might visualize yourself crossing the finish line, feeling strong and energized, okay? By visualizing this outcome regularly, you can generate, a powerful mental image that helps you stay motivated and focused on your goals, okay? So here's some affirmations that are used to cultivate good health and wealth. And, some good mindset. So good health. I am strong and healthy. My body is full of vitality and energy. Wealth. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly, and I am worthy of financial abundance. Okay. Goal achievement. I am capable of achieving my goals, and I am taking the necessary steps to make them a reality. Mindset. I am worthy of success and happiness, and I am capable of creating the life I desire. Okay. So the key to using these effectively is to repeat them regularly with intention and conviction. And by incorporating this into your daily routine, then you can, again, like I said earlier, cultivate a positive growth mindset and attract greater health, wealth, and success into your life. Okay. Listen to our iManifest affirmations exercise audio. It's about 18 minutes long. Turn it on in the morning and again before bed, and it'll do wonders for you. Okay. Create an overview for things. It'll help you provide clarity, enhance your motivation, foster resilience, improve your decision making. Okay. Reflect regularly on your values, priorities, and aspirations. Okay. Take some time to identify your core values, and remember, this is an ongoing process. It's not a race. You can't race to mindset. Okay, it requires regular reflection, adjustment, and course correction. And one final point I want to hammer home here, something I need to hit, is what they call the Stockdale paradox. This is a concept named after Admiral James Stockdale, who was a former United States naval officer and prisoner of war in the Vietnam War. Okay, and the paradox refers to the ability to maintain a balance of optimism and realism in difficult situations. Okay, Stockdale realized that those prisoners of war who were overly optimistic and believed that they'd be released quickly were often the first to lose hope when their hopes were dashed. And on the other hand, those who were overly pessimistic were also at risk of losing hope and giving up and their lives. The key to survival, he found, was to maintain an unwavering belief in one's ultimate success while facing the brutal facts of the current reality. Okay, so the Stockdale paradox is, it goes with so many things in business, leadership, personal development, and it emphasizes the importance of battling and balancing optimism with realism and being resilient in the face of adversity. Okay. So as it pertains to us, you must retain faith that you will prevail in the end, regardless of the difficulties. And at the same time, you must confront the brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they may be. Admiral Stockdale said, you must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, okay, whatever they may be. I'll leave you with that. And I've got to say, today's episode, mindset magic, baby. Pure mindset magic. Look, we went from Edison to Barnes, Hill and Carnegie, Muhammad Ali. We talked about the power of affirmations and visualization, cultivating an overview of your life. I'm out of breath just thinking about it. Listen, if there's one thing we learned today, is that success is not a destination. It's a mindset. Whether you're striving for financial abundance, good health, goal achievement, it's all about cultivating that winning growth mindset and staying focused on your goals. And if you're not sure where to start, just remember the 3 F's. Focus, focus, focus. All right. Look, riches or being rich isn't just about money or material. Abundance isn't just about money or material. Rich in mind, rich in body, rich in spirit, rich in love, rich in family, rich in satisfaction, rich in fulfillment. Okay? Have you added value to the world today? Ask yourself that. Go look in the mirror for 10 seconds. Ask yourself, have you added value to the world today? Power of positive thinking, guys, okay? The power of positivity and positive thinking is exactly that. It's power, and it's yours. And you're always potentially only 3 feet away from gold. Do not give up. So, go out there, channel your inner Addison Barnes, and be determined to succeed no matter what. As R.U. Darby learned, embrace Hill and Carnegie's principle of desire, faith, belief. Use affirmations and visualization to reprogram your subconscious mind and attract success into your life. Develop a Muhammad Ali mindset. And don't forget to feed the power of focus by setting high standards, eliminating distractions, and staying present and mindful. Finally, cultivate that overview. All right? Really, be real about your reality. Stay pragmatic. And just as I said, and as we like to say here at iManifest, success is not a destination. It's a mindset journey. So buckle up and get ready for the ride of your life, because it's your life. Don't forget to have some fun along the way. Look, it's Wayne Gretzky, the great one, number 99, once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So take that shot and start cultivating a winning mindset today. Boom. All right, so there you have it, folks. The most important jam-packed episode of mindset tips, tricks, plans, and exercises that will help you become the ultimate success machine. But obviously never stops there, right? It keeps going. So don't wait for success to come knocking on your door. No one is coming to save you but you, okay? In fact, I'm gonna give you a real kick right now. Many people are hoping to see you fail. They hope you lose. They want to see you trip and fuck up. None of them are coming to save you, okay? They get more joy from your failure than they do from your successes. So they can talk shit because they're miserable pieces of shit, okay? It's often said that you can tell who your real friends are when you're going through tough times. But the same thing is true when it comes to success. People will be quick to talk shit while you're on the road to success, telling you, you're crazy, your dream is gonna fail, nobody can do that. You know what I mean? Because they can't. They never will. They never had the balls to think, big enough. If your dreams aren't crazy and scare the shit out of you, you're not dreaming big enough. Okay? Not everyone's going to stick around with you and support your journey. But when you actually achieve it, I knew he could do it. I was there when he was nothing. I helped this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. Everybody wants to take credit for shit they didn't do. Okay? You don't want to do the work, but you want to take the credit. That's why it's important to surround yourself with people who genuinely support and believe in you and have got your back, regardless of your level of success. And don't be scared to level up friends, okay? Surround yourself by successful people. You will get lifted up. You won't bring them down, okay? They'll bring you up, all right? You need people around you who will be there with you and for you through thick and thin, who will celebrate your successes with you, no matter how big or how small, and really be there if and when you fail. All right? Remember, success is not just about achieving your goals. It's about the journey. It's about the people you meet along the way. So choose your friends wisely and surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, uplift you on your journey to success. So like I said, I want you to go out and I want you to grab life by the balls, okay? Grab it with both hands and squeeze the shit out of it. And by this I mean take action, take risks, implement these principles in your own life, have some fun, baby. and get ready to become a success superstar. As Les Brown famously said, shoot for the moon, kid. Even if you miss, you land among the stars. So aim high. Take those shots. Okay? You need to. This is how you're going to grow and evolve. I am Big Steve. This is iManifest Weekly. Do not forget to subscribe at iManifest.money. Don't forget the video versions of my podcasts are on YouTube. The audio versions are on iTunes. Okay? iManifest Weekly, and you're good to go. But if you're here listening to this, then you already know. If you know, then you know. All right? Listen, I'll see you all soon. Happy manifesting. And I'll, what did Paul Rudd say? I'll see you, or I'll see you later. Right on. Take it easy, guys.